When a Charlotte man's life hung in the balance, a certain group of people came to his aid. Parul Joshi tells us more.
Every day, we make decisions that affect the rest of our lives.
I did make an A beyond honor
Al, congratulations. That's really good, Tom.
I'm going to try to get straight A.
Where we go to school, who we spend time with, where we live. But what if that one major decision is made for you, beyond your control, without your knowledge, even as it's happening to you, changing your life? That is Chuck Sawicki's story. The retired financial planner and business executive is a full-time business counselor who works for free.
How about you next year? What are you going to accomplish?
In his spare time, Chuck mentors students at Bruns Academy through his Rotary Club.
I've had a lot of friends who have helped me, a lot of employers who have helped me, and you want to be able to pay back.
Chuck just wants to help those who need it most.
A lot of our students would be the first ones in their family to go to college.
John Quarius Curry says Chuck helps him and his classmates think about their futures.
Knowing that a lot of people who say that they don't care, I know that I have somebody that's right there by my side who really do care.
So it's probably not surprising that a man who has helped so many would end up being helped by so many.
For something he never imagined would happen to him, today, Chuck has the chance to say thank you.
Usually it happens and everybody goes their separate ways and we lose contact with folks, so we don't really have the chance.
A little nervous.
Why are you nervous?
It's the first time I've ever, in almost 11 years, that I got to see somebody that we brought back.
You see, Chuck thinks he and his wife are about to meet with only myself and my photographer. Little does he know, a few more guests are waiting for him.
How are you?
Hey, good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Not too long ago, Chuck's life was literally in their hands.
It's good to see you this way.
It was an ordinary Monday.
He was right here. This machine was pushed back a little bit. His feet were here. His head was here.
Chuck was exercising. Gomo Eubanks happened to be working out at the same time.
I was just on the elliptical and I didn't hear Chuck fall, but a neighbor alerted me that he had fallen. She knew I was a nurse.
Gomo, no stranger to trauma, went to work.
It was instinctive. I checked for a pulse, his chest wasn't rising, so I started doing chest compressions and rescue breaths.
Russ Smith just happened to be in the next room.
I was up against the wall working on the cabinet, and Eric was at the door, and he actually let me know somebody just fell out in the weight room. And he said, yeah, it looks pretty serious.
Russ entered the fitness room and saw the face of a very sick man.
Pale, very pale. It was white, ashen. It wasn't good. At that time, she couldn't get the compressions deep enough, so she asked if anybody knew or could help. I had been trained, so I said, yes, I'll help, and I started doing compressions.
Russ says he worked on Chuck between 3 and 5 minutes before the first responders showed up and took over.
We immediately started chest compressions on them and immediately started helping them breathe by using the bag valve mask and inserting the airway.
Witnesses recall firefighter Josh Johnson continuing chest compressions even when his crew members offered to relieve him.
I was in a good rhythm, and every time we stop, it just means more time that something's not going on. So I was fine to keep going as long as I could.
Then they shocked Chuck with an automated external defibrillator, or AED. EMS crew John Fisher and Shelley Maccabee arrived. Property manager Jarrett Tran watched the scene unfold.
They defibrillate. So it was the first time that I saw him be shocked, and there was nothing. So they do some other work on him, and they do another shock, and there's still nothing.
Meanwhile, Jarrett was dreading having to call Chuck's wife with the worst news.
It's kind of strange when you're telling somebody that's been married to as long as they've been married that their spouse may be dead.
But John and Shelley still weren't ready to give up. Not yet.
Well, I think we got him back in, 11 minutes?
Yes.
11 minutes after the third defibrillation.
Everybody deserves a chance at life. And you get in there and you get your mindset that you don't want to see him, but you don't want to see him go.
A second chance that could not have been possible, John says, without those on the scene before them.
He had bystander CPR immediately. Now, if he was sitting here without anybody for 10, 15 minutes, and he was just lying here with no anything being done, probably we would not be here now.
Together, they helped bring Chuck back, but still, no guarantees.
Got a call in the middle of the night from CMC, and the doctor said, "We don't think he'll make it through the night. You better come back."
He was a classic, what we call sudden death patient.
Chuck's cardiologist, Dr. Hadley Wilson, says Chuck collapsed that day because he suffered a VFib attack, also known as ventricular fibrillation, a bad heart rhythm that could cause irreversible damage, if not death.
It is one of the most common types. I think it's about half of all sudden deaths are from ventricular fibrillation, which would not have continued long term. His heart would have stopped.
Now, the recovery plan included Code Cool, lowering Chuck's body temperature to a state of quasi-hibernation to preserve his heart and brain. Even with this, still no guarantees.
You can hopefully expect over 50%, over half of these patients to not only survive, but come back with, meaningful interactive recovery.
Ultimately, Dr. Wilson discovered a blockage in Chuck's heart, the so-called widowmaker lesion, but stents brought his circulation back to normal.
I said, Chuck, we're so close to our 50th anniversary. Got to come back to me.
I must have heard you.
You must have heard me.
I mean, that just chokes you up. I mean, who wouldn't be choked up?
There was people here that genuinely were concerned and ready to drop what they were doing to do the job.
So this is not an everyday thing?
No.
As in people are willing to help?
Right.
Wow.
Or getting a save like this. This doesn't happen often where you get somebody that comes all the way back and returns to their baseline.
To their job.
To their job, to
Yes.
their lives, to their kids, their family. It doesn't happen a lot. Like, I can probably count them on two hands. And I've been doing this nearly 20 years.
We are so grateful to everybody. I told them that I think that it was locked at the end of the tunnel, and somebody, whoever it is there, said, "No, we're not ready yet. You have more work to do down there."
Long time no see.
Like at Bruns Academy.
I just can't believe how fortunate that I was.
They say in life that timing is everything, and you won't get an argument out of Chuck Sawicki.
I'm just thankful that we have more time to try to make a
Right.
difference in the world. It makes it easy to have a more positive attitude when you've had a second life given to you.
Since Chuck's incident, his condominium has decided to purchase an AED unit for the complex to better prepare in case of a future cardiac emergency. Tomorrow, we'll take a look at recent efforts across the state to help save the lives of cardiac arrest victims.